What up? Twink Nose Tech here with another video. I know it's been a little minute, but as you can see in front of me, I have Switch, I would say pickup video. This came in today. Today's date is the 12th of October. This came out on the 8th, which I did actually receive Switch OLED on the 8th, but I ended up giving that one, selling it to my friend Brock. He ended up getting I had the white one originally, but yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna actually get it. Like, I pre-ordered it and I knew it was coming, but I didn't know if I wanted to keep it or not. As you may have seen, I had the Switch Lite, and after so long of me having it, I realized that every game, you know, as much as I love my Switch Lite, every game wasn't really like worth, I mean, I ain't gonna say worth, it wasn't really enjoyable playing it in handheld mode, not every game. So I ended up getting this right here, which is a red box Switch. I think it's a 2019 revision. Yeah, 2019 revision of the OLED, of the Nintendo Switch. This came out alongside the Switch Lite. So this is it. I've been using it with these babies right here, these beautiful Zelda Joy-Cons. And yeah, so I ended up liking this, and I thought, because I didn't want to play in handheld so much, that's the reason why I had the OLED. And I was like, oh, I can get rid of it because, you know, my friend, I know he wanted it bad, and he missed the pre-orders, and I had one, and I was just like, well, all right, I'll give you mine, because I didn't really, you know, I didn't really see no need in it, because I knew I had just got rid of the, I just got rid of the Switch Lite, and I got rid of it because I didn't want to play in handheld mode until, I've been playing Metroid Dread, by the way, but I didn't want to play in handheld mode until I got Metroid Dread, and I've been playing it in handheld mode, but I like the option that I can switch to the TV, which the Switch Lite didn't give me that. The Switch Lite was able to be docked, like if you had to pay for like a certain cable or something that you can just plug into it and you can play on the TV. I'd have kept that and I'd have been fine with that, but never, it wasn't made for that purpose. It was made for strictly, it reminds me of like a big Game Boy Advance. But anyways, moving on from that. So I ended up getting it, and I was playing with it, and I only had this like a week. I got this last Monday, I think. So I knew the OLED was coming out, but I didn't really care for the OLED. Like, from what I seen, I was just like, okay, it's got a bigger screen. Nothing else is different about it. I ain't gonna really care about it too much. Until I seen Drew's, my friend Drew. We've both been playing Metroid Dread. Me, him, and his brother Harvey. And I seen his, and I was playing it next to him, and I just looked at it. I was just like, man, it's a difference. Like, I know people say, oh, well, if you got this Switch, don't worry about getting the OLED. You can skip out on it. I'll tell you the biggest comparison to me, in my opinion, it reminds me of not now, but say iPhone 11 when that came out. The regular iPhone 11 was an LCD monitor, I believe, and it looked good. It was okay for what it was until you put it next to an iPhone 11 Pro, which had an OLED screen, if I'm not mistaken. But it had a better screen nonetheless, and the comparison is like night and day. Like, you could look at it and like, wow, this is a big difference. And that's kind of how it is with this Switch right here. Like, it's good until you get next to the OLED. Then you get next to the OLED and you realize that the screen on it is like really different. And I haven't even opened this yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and look at it. I haven't looked at it yet. It's been just sitting. I just took it out of the box. I got this from Amazon, and I got this one from GameStop, which I'm actually gonna be getting rid of this one. I'm not keeping it because I got this one. Luckily, off of Amazon's drop on the day they came out. So I had two of them, so I was able to get rid of the one, and then I knew this one was coming in. Once I finally seen it, I didn't want to, you know, say keep the one that I promised Brock, because I already, you know, I'm a man of my word. I told him I was gonna give him that one, so I gave him that one yesterday, and mine was coming in today, so I had to wait a little while instead of me just being able to switch over. So this is actually gonna be my first impression of it, like hands-on with it. I haven't turned it on. I haven't opened the box or anything. So I'm not gonna open everything. I mean, you guys seen plenty of videos of this. But yeah, I just wanted to give my impressions of it. I'm not gonna open everything else. I mean, everything that's in here besides the dock is the same as what's in this box. So there's no reason to, you know, be too repetitive with it. But I do want to see this in hand. Because I know seeing Metroid on this was crazy, like big difference. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna take the tablet out, start looking at that. Like I said, I mean, when people say it's like not really worth an upgrade, it's kind of, you can kind of, wow. This thing looks way better than this. Like, looking at it, the screen is like, it ain't doing it no justice by just explaining it to you. You really wouldn't be able to see the difference unless you were holding it. Let me go ahead and power it on. Alright, so I'm booting it up right now. It's probably gonna tell me to connect the Joy-Cons, but it looks so good. Yeah, see, it's prompting me to connect the Joy-Cons. Do you see how big that screen is in comparison to this right here? Yeah, it's a huge difference. And then of course the kickstand. This kickstand is trash. There's no other way to put it. If you had a Switch, you know that. I don't even use the kickstand on this. I probably used it once since I had it in the past few days. But man, this thing is so much better built than that one. The kickstand looks amazing. The quality, the plastic feels better on here. It just feels like a more thought out system, if that makes sense. But anyways, let me go ahead and connect these Joy-Cons so I can get started up, I guess. Sorry if my voice sounds a little funny. Got a stuffy nose and took some allergy medicine, so I'm kind of drowsy. But anyways, alright, so I got that connected. Wow, see, look at that. Look at that color just pop on that. It looks really good with the contrast of colors of purple and blue next to it. But yeah, this thing is beautiful. I couldn't go without it. I'm like, I mean, my channel is Twink Knows Tech. And you guys know I get everything new. Like, I gotta have like the latest tech. Like, when a new phone comes out, I want it. Except for this iPhone 13, I haven't gotten it yet because it's really so minor of an upgrade from what I got. I am gonna get it, but I'm not in a rush to get it just yet. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing set up. But just first impressions, this thing is beautiful. Let me go ahead and get connected to the internet. See if I remember my Wi-Fi password. Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of dealing with a runny nose, so stuffy nose, so I sound kind of off. Just bear with me. All right, let's see. Let's get this thing connected. Yeah, so this is gonna be the last time I use this. I haven't played Metroid in 2 days because I knew this was coming in. And just looking at, after sitting there next to Drew playing Metroid on this, I didn't even want to touch this. I was like, because I haven't been with the dock, so you know, I've only been able to play in handheld mode, and because just like looking at it, I didn't want to even. I want to re-experience it, so I didn't want to get used to seeing it on here. So now when I turn it back on, it's gonna be like a new game almost when I look at it on here. Of course, I'm gonna transfer my data over, but I'm not gonna do a full system swap because that's gonna take too long. But I'm just gonna get Metroid pretty much on here, and I'll download everything else later on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you guys the difference between these. Like, you can see it. It's just like a huge difference. I'm sorry, this one kind of cut off. But yeah, that screen is huge, and it looks so good with these purple and blue Joy-Cons on here. So I'm gonna run with these. I'm not gonna use the neon ones. And this one, like I said, I'm gonna get rid of this. It's going back. I shouldn't have bought it in the first place, but I didn't think I was gonna want the OLED that much until I actually seen it in person. This is one of them things where if you hear videos like, oh yeah, you don't really need the OLED if you got this one, until you see it, it's gonna make you want it. It's like upgrading from an iPhone. You don't need a new iPhone. Technically, they both have the same internals. Like, that's like getting, look at this as the iPhone 12, I mean iPhone 13, and this is the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Like, it's got a bigger screen, a better screen, but it got the same internals. That's the best way I can explain it. But I mean, a lot of people pay the difference. I'm one of them people that gets the iPhone Pro Max because of the screen and the internal, I mean, the actual look of it. and feel of it. Like the iPhone 13, the Pros usually have better build quality than the not Pro, just the base model. And that's what I would say is the difference between this. It's a $50 difference in price. If you don't have the $50, if you could find one of these, because it was really hard to find one of these brand new, then I say get it. These are almost impossible to get right now though. They don't really resell for that much. So like you can look on a website like StockX, like I know you guys probably seen my PlayStation for StockX video. So they are a trusted source, and they really don't really sell for that much on there. They're probably the lowest you can find it online. Whereas like on eBay, I've been seeing them for around $450 to $500 almost for these. On StockX, I've seen this neon one for about $404 was the lowest ask. So after fees, you're looking at like $450. Like after fees, shipping and tax, like $450. So if you are desperate to find one of these and you do want to pay resale, that's the route that I would go, because this one from the store was almost $380. So you're looking at $450, that's $70. Where on eBay you're looking at $480. That's like $100 over what I spent already, plus taxes and shipping if they charge you that. So I mean, you're looking at more than what you spent on StockX. So I would recommend StockX if you're looking for one of these. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and I don't want to hold y'all too long because I'm really anxious to play Metroid Dread. So that's just a quick little comparison and my personal opinion on why I'm upgrading, like from the regular one after having it just a week to the OLED. It just looks better, and of course, you know, I want the latest and greatest. I got PS5, the Xbox Series X, S, and now I got the Switch OLED. So I got all the new systems. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one.